game. There we go. There we go. Now we got it working. Now we're playing with gas or fire or whatever the hell it is that we want to do. Okay. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I wasn't sure what I wanted to play today. I was kind of just sort of sitting here like, what do I want to play? I got a lot of options I could have played. You know, like there's Night Rain, Deep of Night mode, even though that is a disappointment. That's one thing I was thinking of. Marvel Rivals has started their new season. I could have tried that. That's definitely on the cards. But maybe I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I don't know why. I think I've had something that hasn't agreed with me. And so I was kind of like, okay, I want to play something more single player. Then I was thinking, oh, you know, maybe play some regular Elden Ring, you know, single player and all that. You know, try out some builds. I'm trying to do that, but I wasn't really feeling it. And then I was thinking like, oh, you know, maybe play some Halo. You've been getting hunkering to play Halo again. I probably will at one point do like a Halo marathon where I play through Halo 1, Cursed Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo ODST, Halo Reach, Halo 4. I don't have 5, don't have 6. Maybe Halo Wars. Nah, Halo Wars probably not. And then Halo Infinite. I never actually finished the campaign for Halo Infinite. Because the reason why is this is hilarious actually. So Fortnite has added an emote that plays the Halo theme. And that just made me think like, God, I miss Halo. I miss Halo so much. That was so much of my teenage years. I loved Halo. I still think it's a great series. And I'm so upset as to its downfall since Halo 3 that I don't think they'll ever capture the magic that was Halo 3. But another reason as well why I'm not going to do a Halo marathon right now is because I don't have space on my hard drive. Like all the games in total are going to be like 200 gigs. And yeah, sure, I could go through the process of like opening and closing and all that, but I don't want to. I don't want to. That's it's too much. It's too much faff. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to work through my backlog of games that I currently have, and hopefully, I will be able to, what's the word? My brain's short-circuited. Give me a second. Hopefully killing like some of the backlog of games that I've got installed and then uninstalling them will eventually give me enough space to re-download like the Master Chief Collection and Halo Infinite. Because I haven't played Infinite in... Hold on. When did I last play Infinite? Let me check. Let me just check. Halo Infinite. There you are. Last played January 7th, 2022. So I haven't played Halo Infinite in over 3 years. How big is it actually? It's nearly 100 gig. And that says, and the Master Chief Collection says it's 32 gig. I do not believe it. I think that is just the base without all the games installed. And I've got 120 gig left in my hard drive. So I need to clear things up. I mean, I know there's a handful of games that I've got right now. Like, I could uninstall Space Marine 2. I haven't played that in a long time. In fact, I might actually do that. There's Baldur's Gate 3. That's like 115 gig. 150 gig. My mistake. I got a lot of games that I can clear out, but I want to play through them. that's why I have them installed. It's all on my playlist. Like, it's also Monster Hunter Rise. I gotta play through that. And there's just some really, like, Frontiers. I gotta finish Frontiers too. I've got a lot of games I have to finish. Although Frontiers is only 40 gig, that's not a whole lot. And then of course there's games I'm doing YouTube playthroughs on, like Bioshock Infinite. That's another 40 gig I can get rid of. Elden Ring, but that's gonna be ages and ages away. I really hope with Helldivers they cut the crap. That's the best way to say it with that. I hope they cut through the crap. Also, yes, I am stalling a little bit. Not for any particular reason. More so posting on self-merge, because I have decided that I want to try to get Twitch affiliate. So yeah, I do. I've got a regular hard drive which is just for like general file storage, and I've got 2 solid state drives. One which is my C drive, and that's just so that, you know, it can load up, it can, you know, run things and run programs quickly. And then I've got one dedicated to video games, which I think is a 2 terabyte hard drive. I've got a lot of games installed. I can see how many I've got installed. So, I've got 121 games installed. Well, 121 games and software installed. So yes, I could get rid of a lot of them. I'm not gonna lie, but like, the thing is as well though is with SSDs. I know SSDs last a very long time, but I know that constantly deleting and installing on SSDs can eventually kill its lifespan. So I want to try and avoid that. Hey, you know what? I will uninstall Space Marine 2 after this. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh right, yeah, MechWarrior 5 is huge just because of all the mods, but like that game you kind of need mods. God of War Ragnarok, that's another one that I gotta play through. That's nearly 200. Maybe I should just play and complete God of War Ragnarok. Maybe I should just do that. In fact, maybe I should just stream God of War Ragnarok. Like, not now. As I say, I'm feeling under the weather. I don't feel like playing Ragnarok right now. But maybe I should do that. Because that's holy, I was not aware. I apologize, Ragnarok. I was not aware of your size, your girth, as it would be. 175 gigabytes. That, straight up, I could probably like God of War and a few other games which I'll just naturally run through. Like I said, I've nearly finished with Bioshock Infinite. Like I can eventually just clear through them and clear those out. No. When I say I'm under the weather, I don't mean in like bad under the weather. Just kind of, you know, when you just don't feel like doing much, like your mood's a little bit low, not dangerously so. You got me on the first message there, buddy. You got me on the first message there. You got. I'm not gonna lie. You got me on the first one. I was about to respond and be like, "Oh, thanks, man. Oh, I really appreciate it." And then you had to do that, and then you had to. Come on, man. Come on. Really? Does everyone think that people streaming on this are idiots? Really? Like, really? But yeah, no, when I say underlive, I don't mean like, oh, I'm really sick, I'm sniffling, I'm throwing up, yada, 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 yada. Though I think before I start, I should probably get a drink. I just looked down and noticed that my bottles are nearly empty. But yes, no. It's one of those things where it's sort of like, it's not so much like you're depressed, but you got sort of like a low mood kind of deal, you know? You don't really feel you don't really feel like much emotional, or like you don't want to really invest yourself too much, which I know sounds weird because we're gonna go for the Tomb Raider achievement. But what I mean is kind of like I'm a little tired. My stomach feels a bit weird. That kind of under the weather. Not like the I'm actually sick kind of deal. Just kind of like I want to chill. I want to have a chill stream. I do want to stream. That's the thing. Like, I want to stream, but I don't want to do anything super intense. And to me, Tomb Raider is a chill game. It can be bloody difficult, but it is a chill game. I am going to grab a drink, actually. I will go do that. Oh, wait, no, never mind. False alarm. I don't need to grab a drink. I noticed my second bottle was full. Okay, I feel I have sufficiently stalled. I just felt like talking, you know? I just felt like having a nice little chat, a nice little natter, a nice little blobbity blah. But yeah, no, another reason why I'm streaming as well is because I was speaking to my buddy David, asking him about what affiliates like and such, and I just figured, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go for it. Let's give it a shot. You know, all I need is an average of like 3 viewers. So technically for me, it'll say 4 viewers because I'm pretty sure one of those viewers is me. And I don't think that counts. On 2 days. That's all I need. I've got the hours. I've got the number. And those 2 are very easy to get. It is just the average views. And well, I mean, look, I'm not saying that stuff will change, but you know, maybe I'll invest it more in streaming. You know, I do need to overhaul my Twitch stream. But hey ho, all right, yeah, I've had a nice little natter for about 15 minutes. Okay, so here is the plan. We are going to be new gaming this, and we are going to be trying to complete Tomb Raider 2 before the time runs out. Me. It's showing me. Hold on a sec. I need to see how many levels there are in this game. So, there are a grand total of 18 levels. I have 6 hours to complete those 18 levels. So 6 hours, that's 300 minutes. 300 divided by 18. 10. So on average, I think... screw it, I'll just throw it in a calculator. 300 divided by 18. So I have to, on average, finish up each level in 16 minutes. Now, I know already that some of these levels won't be 16 minutes long. Now, I feel a bit more confident with this, though. Because I am a lot more confident with Tomb Raider 2 than Tomb Raider 1. There are a few bits which I do not remember fully, but I can do it. We're going to skip the cutscenes because I don't know if they count for the timer. All right, so now I don't know many of the tricks. Like, I don't know many of the skips in this game. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna be... God, I just realized. I almost always get the secret for this level. Like, all 3 secrets for this level. I'm not going to, because... Time. We do not have time. That is the one thing that we are lacking in our adventure here. This adventure of Laura doing what the British do best, going into ancient civilizations and stealing the fuck out of it. Okay, oh yes. Yeah, so I mean, obviously I know corner skip. Corner skip still exists, but I don't know, like, it's not like when we did Atlantis, when we were speedrunning Tomb Raider 1, where we were just able to skip the entire thing in, like, what was it, 2 minutes? Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do that because I don't know any skips like that. But you know what? It's fine. Hi, Drinky. Yep. I was saying earlier, normally, when I play this level, I always make sure to grab all 3 secrets, but because we're going for the speedrun achievement, it's not worth it. Now, obviously, if we can get any other achievements along the way... no. So, like, every single time I played this, ever since I learned where the secrets were, I always did. The problem is, the gold secret is so out of the way, it's gonna legitimately add, like, 5 or 10 minutes to the process. And as I was saying at the start of this, I only have an average of 16 minutes per level. Not all the levels are going to be 16 minutes long. Some of them are going to be longer, some of them are going to be shorter. But if the Tomb Raider 1 speedrun... Oh yeah, so the secrets... So the way the game works, in terms of its secrets... for those that aren't aware, comparatively, the only other game so with Tomb Raider, okay, yeah, I will pick up this. I will pick up these because I am going to be reckless. So, as I was, I'm pretty sure I can just, yes. That saved me a handful of seconds. I'm pretty sure this is not faster, but I've already committed. Oh no, this is faster. Unfortunately, I didn't get the achievement of not getting hit, but that's fine. I'm going to save here because I know this one you have to be a little bit reckless. You can also see my previous playthroughs. So, Tomb Raider 2 alongside is unique. Oh. That's not why it's unique. So, Tomb Raider... there's actually an achievement for getting the thing without getting through that way without getting hit. So, Tomb Raider 2 makes use of a stone, jade, and gold dragon. Collecting them by themselves does nothing. Collect all three, as the jade dragon, collect all three, and you get a reward. In the first level, this level, you get a grenade launcher. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Yeah. I try to go fast, and I ate ass. So yeah, the only other game that did something akin to that was Tomb Raider Chronicles with the Golden Roses. But the Golden Roses never gave you anything. All the other Tomb Raider games beyond this and Chronicles, I'm gonna heal. I fucked that jump up hard. And because, what do you mean saying? Because some of the levels coming up, which is why you asked, is it like, as in like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm more referring to the core design games, Legends was Eidos. Obviously later on they changed it up, and then obviously they changed it up again in the You know what? Time for these shells to come in useful. Oh yeah, the boss. Mr. Double Revolver guy. Who gets better and makes his appearance at the end of the game. Not actually, but you know what I mean when I say that. Okay, cool. 5 minutes. We've already got ourselves a 11-minute buffer. Now, there is an optional guy I can kill in the top right there. I think, anyway. I'm going to kill him because I'm pretty sure he's the one that gives me he gives me magnums. Yeah, so I'm going to kill this guy because I'm pretty sure he drops the magnums. And now, you know, the magnums are very good. I mean, when we were speedrunning Tomb Raider, what's it? Yeah, so there are some levels which I am going to struggle with. The Maria Doria levels are going to be a bit of a struggle. There is obviously the Temple of Sion. That's going to be a problem. Like, I'm prepared for struggles. Oh, wait, no. This guy doesn't drop the magnums. It's one of them drops a magnum. But clearly it ain't this guy. Oh. I have skipped a step. Right. Yes, the boathouse. Of course. Unless maybe I can make this jump. I nearly made that jump. Oh, no. Boathouse key. Where do I need to? Right. The door. The door. Because this is going to open to the boathouse. I'm pretty sure I could have made it to the hanging. Yeah, I skipped a step. That makes me a little upset. This guy is shooting at me. I mean, I could And I can't. Bro took a shotgun blast to the back like a champ. Oh wait, are you the one that gives me my magnums? You are. You are. I mean, I kind of did, because I could have, because the thing is now I'm having to climb up here again. Whereas if I had went to the boathouse first, I wouldn't have to do this second climb. It doesn't obviously kill a lot of my time. It's gonna be like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, as I say, we've got an 11-minute buffer already. So we're already doing well. Oh shit. I can't grab that. Ah, fuck. Now it's a proper time loss. Ah, I got too confident in myself there. You know, they always tell you in therapy, like, to have confidence. Oh boy. Oh boy, is egg on my face right now. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We still have a buffer. We still have a buffer. I know mostly where to go in this level. I know where it ends. I know the door. Spider Laura. I don't like the sound of that. Don't get me wrong. I'm all down for anthropomorphic things. Oh, wait, hold on. Right, yes, forward. Right, okay. I was thinking it was like a normal car. Oh, okay. You'll notice there that there was the gold dragon. As I say, we are not picking that up. We are not picking up any of the secrets because we do not have the time. Oh no, doors. Oh wait. Rat. Gives us automatic pistol ammo. That raises the water up here. I'm pretty sure it's just this switch under here opens it. I hope I'm right. I'm right. Okay. So first things first. Alright, cool. And second best music track in the game. Okay. This is the part I don't fully remember. Get what's up here. And the music's gone. Right, yes, key. Key, yes. What key is this again? Steel key. That doesn't help me. That doesn't tell me anything at all, honestly. Unless this... I mean, that looks like a steel padlock. Yes, yes it is. And I know that there is a door which does that... is random in the sense that it opens by itself. Whoops. Yeah, so this opens a switch, which is one of the side bits. I mean, technically, I don't need these. Oop. Hey, that's not fair. I will take these. I'm gonna go very much ham with the ammo here because I know I'm gonna lose it. How much do those gondolas cost, do you think? I think I can do this, trigger the sound music again. Okay, yeah, you're gonna hit me out. You're gonna shoot me, I don't care. Oop. I don't think this opens by itself, does it? No. I could, in theory, open that door now and make the mad dash. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure this one... Pretty sure this one opens... Hi, rats. The other one. If it does, then that's great. No, it doesn't. So probably that opens the thing. I know I can make the run without it, but you know, let's have at least a bit of fun here. These are fun levels. So there we go. There goes the sound again. And of course, I have to wonder once more what the world record is for this without using glitches. Okay, and then this should... Never mind. Okay, Buster. What was the point of that again? Nothing. Wasting my time. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna do it the tough way. Because I said before, I don't want to spend an age here. I don't have the time to. And if I fuck up, I fuck up. Hey, buddy. Stop that. Stop it. Die. Yep. So this is going to be coming a little bit close, but it is possible. Never mind. That's massively screwed me over. Like, yeah, we're nearly at the average already. You know, I'm gonna kill you. Maybe you've got something. Nope, you don't. Okay, well, now I'm a little bit stumped. I mean, what I might do is I might figure out what it is to open that other gate. You know what? I bet I know. Hold on. I think I might know where I fucked up. I think it actually might be by the secret. Is it? I'm pretty sure there was a switch here. Right? No? I'll pick it up. Yeah, so I think I have foobarred this already. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I have screwed this over, so now this is a learning opportunity. This is an opportunity for us to learn before we reset the level. Yeah, so what? So what? I think I know what it probably is. Yes. Okay. This is where I fucked up. So this with the key to the other one. Okay. Okay. What do you mean I can't? Okay, fine. Jeez. I guess we have to kill Laura. I definitely screwed this up. By missing that, I screwed it up hard. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in the boat and we're going to crash. Because honestly, it's more fun than drowning. If I remember where I left the boat. Yep, so... Okay. I still think I could have made it. But I messed up, so it's fine. It's fine. I now know the exact route I need to go. It's just I missed the key. I'm stuck on the gondola. There we go. Because we do need to build up a buffer? A buffer. Pretty sure buffer means something else. There we go. Drown. Boom. Restart level. Right. So now we know. Now we are more than ready. You, dog, man. Okay, so we're not going to do this stuff out of order this time. We're going to do it correctly here, which means we're going to go into the boathouse first. So open the door so we can kill the guy, get the automatic pistols, get all the other stuff, have fun, and have fun. Shotgun, just because damage is funny. Okay. The guy that gives me the thing that I need. The magnums, that's the word. Must only spawn when... I need the pistols out because I'm not about to... I mean, or I could just... Oh, never mind. Right, I need the key. Ow. Unfortunately, I've never played Mega Man 8 X6. I'm working my way through the Mega Man games. But I'm on Mega Man 5 right now. So I'm still... Yeah, I gotta go through Mega Man 5 first before I can go for the X games. Or 5 and 6, because it is part of the legacy. That reminds me, there's a new Mega Man collection. I think it's Mega Man Power Collection Legacy 2 or something like that. It was announced during the same day as the Direct that happened. Which, interesting Direct. I'm not big of a Nintendo fan, especially with the stuff they've been doing recently, so I was just kind of like, eh. Okay, so here is the plan. Open door, get in boat, jump out of boat, kill man, get pistol, continue onward. Yes. So they have now the wording, because a lot of people are putting it a bit out of like sort of drawing incorrect conclusions. So you are correct in that it patents summoning, but it's in line with how it's done in ZA. But people have rightly pointed out, and they are right on this one, is that there is a very high risk that they could argue that, you know, summoning in general is a Nintendo pattern. Shit. I forgot to put it in the lock. It is admittedly, like, somewhat clickbait that people are doing. They haven't patented summoning in the sense of, like, all summoning. But it is worded in a way where they could potentially do that. And a lot of people point out that they're probably doing it to have a go at Pal World. No, they can. They can. Because it's... You have to look at the wording of the patent. So the thing is with patents, and this is a thing that I've noticed, is that you need to be... The patent needs to be incredibly precise. For example, back when Tears of the Kingdom came out, we all recall that Nintendo patented the idea of creating something and then riding atop of it with and the player moving alongside it. Okay, that's something that Gary's mod, you know, had done literal decades ago. That is something that so many games have done. So it sounds like they're saying they are patenting the ability for you to create something and then ride atop it. But the thing is with there is that it could be argued, because in the patent they kept saying, oh, Link does this, Link does that. Genuinely you could. Some people say it's a joke, but I just want to make something clear. I just want to make something 100% clear before I continue with what I'm saying. Because I just realized I could be inadvertently screwing myself here. This is not legal advice. This is not legal advice. I am not a lawyer. I am not a lawyer. I am just an individual that is speaking of their opinion. So do not take this as legal advice. I am not a lawyer. Would this include real life? No, it specifically mentions in the patent video game, that's a thing. So like wording in patents is incredibly precise. Yeah, no, this is Twitch, not legal advice. I get that, but from what I've seen, you do have to be careful when you're saying stuff like, you know, stuff involving finances or legal stuff, because realistically, if someone does take it as legal advice, well, they don't back it. So see, that's the thing. So think about it this way: we've had so many games where you can build your own thing and ride atop of it, either by momentum or its own style. Nintendo hasn't gone for them. Yeah, they haven't gone for them and said, oh, it's patent infringement. Now, theoretically, they could, and that's the problem right there. It's not so much the problem is that they've... God damn it. Oh. A second. These guys are crawling out the woodwork today. This is like it's like the second one, but like, you know, that's double the amount I normally have. Yeah, so the thing is with patents that they are very specific. They can also be very very restrictive. So here's an example. Warner Brothers patented the Nemesis system. You can have so the Nemesis system means that you can't do something akin to Shadow of War, but it doesn't outlaw like having a nemesis, for example. It just basically means you can't use a system identical to Shadow of War's nemesis system. Because, as I say, like, it's, at least from my perspective with patents are messy. Patents are very... No, they're not outlawing it. They're not patenting a name. They're patenting a system. So... it's... So I'm pretty sure, like, with that system... Because here's the thing as well. Of just, like, how goddamn precise these patents can be. So, Nemesis system. I haven't read the patent myself, but from what I've seen from many videos that talk about it, it's essentially a case of, like, you know, you get a character becomes an enemy, and, like, they can grow and get stronger and such. If we took that at face value, then Nintendo wouldn't be allowed to have a rival, because in Pokemon, your rival gets stronger as the game progresses. As you do stuff and get stronger, so too does your rival. So if you look at, like, the Nemesis system at the face value, then theoretically Warner Bros. Could sue Nintendo for patent infringement, but I genuinely don't think they can, because of how specific it is. Now, could Nintendo's patent stifle some means of summoning? Sure. Absolutely. But I don't think Nintendo's recent pattern is worded in a way. Hold on a second, I gotta reopen my YouTube chat just in case. I don't think the pattern is written in a way that basically makes it so that, you know, you can't summon in like Shin Megami Tensei or Persona or Doom or Dungeons and Dragons and all that stuff. Because I'm fairly sure, again, I haven't read the pattern. I probably should before I start talking. I am 100% aware that I am probably talking out my arse on this one. But, you know, something was mentioned. I'm going to give my opinion as well or ill-informed as I am. I'm just not going to paint it as fact. I am going to state it as, again, one, this is not legal advice. I don't know how patents work in, you know, fully. I haven't read the patent. I just, you know, I've gotten it from various other sources from what I've heard. I'm fairly sure that the way that Nintendo's patent paints it, while it doesn't like reference the Pokeballs by name, it's essentially referring to the Pokemon for the Pokeballs. Because a lot of people are fairly sure that this particular pattern is to try and help them with their lawsuit against Palworld. You know, so they can say, we've got a pattern for summoning friends through the use of a storage device, which might affect Mega Man Battle Network, but who knows. And, you know, so I'm pretty sure it specifically mentions like a storage device used to pull forth the friend. And I think they word it in a technical sense, so like an electronic storage device kind of deal. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that one. Not 1,000% sure. Also, we saved so much more time doing that. So that's kind of why people are like, well, no, you are making a mountain out of a molehill here because of how it is worded. Because the thing is, like, again, patents have to be specifically worded. If they are too broad in what they are asking, there is a higher chance that it won't be applied. Because imagine if you could do that. Imagine if you could make a patent. Like, imagine if you could patent a hamburger. Like, just imagine you could do that. Like, oh, I patent the concept of meat between two sandwiches, or or like you create your own unique jack, but you essentially patent the concept of a jack, of a car jack, you know, the thing to raise up your car. I'm pretty sure, and again, I've never made a patent, not legal advice, personal opinion based on my admittedly limited knowledge of patent law. You'd probably be laughed out of the patent office because it is too broad. You have to be very specific with your patents. Oop. So I'm pretty sure this is a speedrun strat. I'm pretty sure I can just do this. There we go. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure with patents you have to be very specific. Because, like, I'm pretty sure, like, back in the day it used to be a lot more strict, but then I think a lot of people realized that, oh, you could just patent the biggest things and then sue for patent infringement all the time. I don't know. There's like 12 million patents. I know Nintendo's patent is like the... I need to get that door open first. Because I'm pretty sure like Nintendo's patent is like patent 12 million or something like that. It's an absurd number. Like, there's an absurd number of patents, but the fact that you are able to patent something... But yeah, like, I know from things like Dragon's Den, as well, like they mention patents, about like, oh, have you patented this idea? And it's like, well, okay, it's not, I think I've basically explained it, because I'm going to go around in circles otherwise. I do not feel... So Nintendo's patent is a threat to summoning as a concept, but I don't think it is as big as a threat as people are making it out. Basically, I think this means that we won't be able to have another Mega Man Battle Network, potentially. Because that's the... I haven't played Battle Network, but I know it's like digital thing. You get... You install stuff. I'm pretty sure you summon allies, using digital... from the digital world and such. So, like, genuinely, I think like that, it could interfere with stuff like that. But I don't know. I would highly recommend anyone that is interested in looking into this more, look at people who actually know what the hell they're talking about. So, not me. I would recommend looking up YouTube channels of lawyers. Or people that have made patents. People that know what they're talking about. Not me. Not just a guy with a camera and a VTuber avatar whose only claim in regards to video games is a degree in video game development, so not a degree in law or patents, who has never made a single patent in his entire nearly 34 years of living. Find a channel where someone actually knows what they're talking about, because it ain't me. I'm certain that if anyone looks at this, like on the YouTube video, they will say, this guy doesn't have the slightest clue what he's on about. And you know what? If someone turns around and says that, I would say, absolutely. I almost certainly do not know what I'm talking about. That's why I stressed at the start of this, what's this been? A 20 to 30 minute tangent. That I admit that this is not legal advice. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just speaking of opinion and what little dregs I've heard. But at the very least, I know, because the one thing I've seen everyone say is that no, the patent does not allow them to patent summoning as a whole. It is only a specific kind of summoning which matches up to how it works in the newest, what's it called? In Pokemon ZA, I think it is. Scarlet, not is it Scarlet? Scarlet and something other? I could be wrong on that one. But either way, that is my long tangent. I need a drink now because I've been talking a lot. That's good water. But yeah, I am worried. Of course I'm worried. I think, I mean, patents are stupid. Like, yeah, sure, you're protecting your ideas, but like, eventually you'll get a monopoly. And, you keep talking, like, when all these restrictions and all this stuff comes through, and they're saying, like, oh, you can't do this, it's gonna stifle creativity. And then you patent things that stifle creativity. It's just not It's just so hypocritical. It's so hypocritical. Like, I understand. Truly, I understand wanting to protect something that you've made to stop it from, from someone using it. Oh, whoops. But it's not. It's not it. Like, hands are so controlling. Because in theory, you could legitimately, genuinely copyright a concept. And unfortunately, the people at the patent office are not technically savvy. There probably are a handful, but for the most part, they're not technically savvy. They're not gonna know much about video games or video game mechanics, because they don't understand, like, how often a mechanic is used. And I'm sure there are a few people in the patent office that do know that, but I think in terms of, like, numbers, there isn't enough. And I do feel rather passionate about this, about, big game companies getting a hold on ideas. Because eventually it's going to get to the point where it's going to hit a point where you're not going to be able to make anything new. Because... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. This is going to be a restart because I can get an achievement here. I just got to figure out how to, like, which thing I need to press. Is it this? Is this what I was meant to do? Yes, it was. Okay. That's what it was. But yeah, welcome, yeah, I guess, TED Talk stuff. I mean, I'm very passionate about video games. As I say, I got a degree in video games. Whenever I see stuff that is wrong in the industry, it upsets me. It upsets me a lot. Because I have played video games for as long as I've been physically and mentally capable of. I remember, well, not entirely, but I mostly remember my first video game. It was either Sonic the Hedgehog 1 on the Mega Drive, or Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends on the Super Nintendo, or it was a game called, I think it was called Stalker or Strider, on the Intellivision. There we go. Okay, so I've got the key. What do I use the key on? I think I know what I have to use the key on. I just need to remember where. It's fine. I think we're making good time because I think we're actually fairly close to the end of the level, and we've done 8 minutes. I think we've got a 20-minute buffer. I think it's over here. No, so this is where I have to go once I've activated the trapdoor. I need to remember where I use the trapdoor. Where I use the trapdoor key. I think it's under here. It's fine. It's Fine. It's either that or this is going to lead me to the secret. Right, yes, I need to get that door open. That's what I need to do. I think there's a lever. Pretty sure there's a lever down here. No, okay, that's the way out. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a... Yes, there is... Oh, wait, no, that's the lever for up there. Shit. Okay. But yeah, no, like, I fully remember... Well, I say fully remember. I don't fully remember, obviously. But I remember... I wonder. Nope. Okay, let's load again. Just take us back here. But it's fine. But yeah, no, it was either Sonic 1, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, or Strider? I think it was Strider. I still have my copy of Sonic 1 and my Mega Drive. And I still have my parents' and television and that copy. I don't have it near me. It's under my bed. I'd have to grab it. But I have it. Oh, I'm gonna guess. Maybe... Where would this have to go? But yeah. I mean, the thing is as well with Pokemon is that I stopped playing Gen 3. I didn't like all the changes they made, so I stopped. Okay, no, this is not the play. Oh. Okay, yeah, I don't recall. I know what I have to do. It opens a trapdoor behind the fire, but I don't remember how I do. How do I? Maybe... Oh, hold on. You know, I can move the chandeliers now. I got the achievement. So, I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried. I'm not too arsed. Oh, okay. Or it could be that. Or it could be that. Okay. Fuck me, I guess. Right, yeah. So, right, yeah. So it takes me here. I could open that door if I wanted to, but I don't need to. I got bullets in my automatic pistol. I am so ready to go. So ready to go. I say this, I've got... Oh no, I got 6 health kits. I thought I had less. I forget just how many health kits I get here. Right, yes, this is a bit of, I admit, bad design. Because you would never think to climb... I mean, you would, but not all the bookshelves can be climbed. What do I need? Yes, right. I remember now. I need the detonator key. Now, I don't recall where the detonator key is. I'm going to assume it's in that door I just... Wait, no, I remember where the detonator key is, and I also know where the Uzis are. Now, the Uzis I will grab. Because Uzis. This is where I'll have to go eventually. But might as well kill them now. And by might as well kill them now, I mean, holy crap, they are killing me. Right, cool. Hold on, is this what I think it is? Yes, that is the safe house. That is where I need the detonator key. I'm 99.9% sure there is a skip to not require the detonator key. I do not know the skip. I'm not willing to look up the skip because we are still making decent time. So we're not going to do the skip. If said skip exists. Right, detonator key's probably up the top here. Either that or a switch to the detonator key. One of the two. Or there could be this. This works too. Shit. So we're back at the fire. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. You know why? You know why? Because this means we can optimize. And what is it about speedrunning that you need to do? You need to optimize. Optimization is the way to go. And optimization is the way we are going. Why? Because I get the feeling, for the most part, we're going to be cutting this kind of close. Now, it's funny because I know the very last level is going to be a short one. We're looking at like 6 minutes, maybe. Especially if I bring enough firepower to deal with it and I get lucky with the knife. Oh, no, not the last level. The penultimate level. So it's fine. This is A-okay. I'm a little out of breath. I know why I'm out of breath. It's because I've been talking basically non-stop for the past, like, what, 30 minutes? You know, I went on a big tangent about patents. And then started talking about how much I love video games. And I had to just physically stop myself from saying, I love it so much, I got a degree. Yes, we know. I've said already. Guess what? A degree don't mean that I'm the arbiter of the subject. There are people that don't have degrees but have been, you know, but are Shigeru Miyamoto with, you know, decades of game development experience. Have I ever developed a video game? No! If you don't include, you know, having to create ones for university, no! I've not made a game. No, that's a lie. I've made a game. It was shit. It was short. It was shit and short. Because it was just basically multiple choice questions. And that's how my first Ludum Dare game went. I should really do Ludum Dare again, but I'm trying to relearn Unity, and also try and learn some other stuff like Unreal Engine and Godot. But I really should think about taking part in a Ludum Dare again at some point. But the problem is I'm just lazy. I'm just lazy, and I don't want to work in a team because I'm incredibly socially anxious. You know, I do not want to interact with people. It's okay. I'm taking CBT for that. CBT as in cognitive behavior therapy, not like that. I don't think there's a drug called CBT, but I feel I need to stress that is not a drug. It's cognitive behavior therapy. Oh. Well, you know what? I didn't die, so... Oh, this door doesn't open by itself, does it? No. Okay, gotta climb. It's okay, I know how to climb. I don't mean to brag, but, I completed Ascent 7 on Peak. I don't know why I'm trying to do a bad Patrick Warburton impression, but, you know. Hey, Peter. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. I kind of wish I could do a Patrick Warburton voice. I really like how his voice sounds. Oh yeah, the poison that, the poison for Kusuke's poison. Yep. And this is why we save. This is why we save our game. Fa la 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 la. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, right, there's one there, like... ammo in here? No. That's fine. Okay, so, here is the plan. We are going to go in here, we're going to get the DNA key, we're going to go and get our Uzis. Detonate a key. You can tell it's a detonate key because it has TNT inscribed. It doesn't have it on there. Oh, I saw Magnum ammo. Unfortunes of Marco Baratori. I have to every time that music track plays. Okay, right. How do I get up onto the roof here? Oh shit! I think I've fucked up already. Okay, well, you know what? I want those Uzis bad, so we are going to reload. There probably is a drug called CBT. I don't know. I've only taken drugs one time in my life. And when I say I've only taken drugs one time in my life, I mean I was on painkillers one time in my life. And that was because I had appendicitis one time in my life. Silent Hill 1's a good game. Oh, fuck off. Silent Hill 1's a good game. When I played it, I enjoyed it. I did not like the piano puzzle with the birds. That puzzle can go die in a fire. But I enjoyed it. I think it's a great game. I don't know why they... I mean, I know Silent Hill 2 gets much more praise than 1, but like... Actually, wait, no, hold on. Hold up. I could have sworn... I could be wrong here, but... Isn't Bloober Team remaking Silent Hill 1 now that they've finished Silent Hill 2? I could have sworn I saw that somewhere. I'm not imagining that, am I? I'm not imagining. I swear I'm not imagining that. I swear that Bloober Team is remaking Silent Hill 1. That Silent Hill 3 was being remade? I mean, good on them, I guess, but like... am I willing to cut into my time to search this? Yes, I am. I am that curious. Is Silent Hill 1 being remade? Yes, the original Silent Hill is being remade and officially in development by Bloober Team. Cool, cool. That'll be interesting. I wonder if they'll keep the piano. I don't think they'll keep the piano puzzle, if I'm honest with you. Laboratory. I don't think they will keep the piano puzzle in the remake. I haven't played Silent Hill 2 remake because I still want to play through the base game. I think I've mentioned this several times on several streams, but I have a weird policy. I have a very, very weird policy when it comes to playing video games. If I'm playing a game from a franchise, why did I do that? Whenever I'm playing a game from a franchise, I always try to play the games in order from release date. So, Resident Evil, for example, technically I didn't, but because I played Resident Evil Code Veronica, which technically, I say technically, I only played it for like 10 minutes and got so scared I turned off the game and never played it again. The first Resident Evil I played like properly, that I would say properly, was Resident Evil 5, and then I played Resident Evil 6. But I've now gone back. I've played the OG Resident Evil. I'm playing the OG Resident Evil 2. I say I'm playing it as if I'm playing it right now. I haven't played it in literal years because it's part of the games I'm let's playing. And a while back, I decided that I wasn't going to 15 minutes. Cool. I wasn't going to. Here we are, the Opera House. Okay, yes, so I need to open that. Okay, so if I recall, I need to go. Actually, I could just do this, couldn't I? I don't need to jump into the water. I can just get shot. Of course. I'm pretty sure what I've just done right now is faster than what I should be doing. Because that opens that trapdoor, which means I can climb back up. Because I didn't go in the water. Yeah, so like I decided a while back. Okay, I can't hit you. That's fine. We'll just go towards the perpetual motion crate. You know? Hey, we need, you know, hey, we found the solution to Actually, no, I'm good. Why do I not have the automatic pistols out? Yeah, so basically, once I finish Resident Evil 2, the old Resident Evil 2, like on the PlayStation, GameCube, etc., then I'm going to go to Resident Evil 3, then the, not the remake either, again, go on from when it was on the PlayStation, to Resident Evil 4 when it was, you know, GameCube, and then probably 5 and 6 again. Although actually, I think I need to find out the order on. I need to find where Resident Evil 1 remake came out. I know it came out around the GameCube time. It probably came out after 4. And then there's 0, and there's Code Veronica. God, Code Veronica is going to be an experience. I think that's it, because as I said, technically it was Code Veronica X. I remember specifically it was on the PlayStation 2. It was a PlayStation 2 version of Code Veronica, which I'm pretty sure was called Code Veronica X. I remember the first zombie I saw, you know, the one that had its face was missing. That terrified me as a kid. It crawled out of the weird satellite thing. I think it was a satellite. Yeah, that terrified me and gave me nightmares for like a week. And I think we climb up here. I think we're making good progress already. So I'm pretty sure this is where I need the key that I just picked up. Yes, it is. So that's going to be interesting because that was my Code Veronica X was my first ever horror game. I'd never played a horror game in my life. Okay, we're gonna save. We're gonna try to get another achievement here. Uh-oh. Well, that's a good start. No, we fucked that up. So what I need to do... Oh, is not do that. So the achievement is to get over this. With less... while breaking less than 3. So I'm pretty sure I can make it with this. 1, 2, 3. No. But I think I'm on the right track. I just need to... I just need to jump very specifically. Very specifically. Yeah, got it. We're gonna save again because, yeah, we did that. We did that. I don't want to try and do that jump again. I think there's another achievement I can do which actually doubles as a skip. So I'm going to try this. That's, again, going to double as a skip. So I think what I need to do is... Ah, nearly. I nearly got that. You saw that. I nearly had that. Yes!
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That got me the achievement, Gold Digger. That opened the door. That opened this door. Holy crap, this is technically a skip. Oh, and I died. Well, okay, shit, we're gonna do that again then. This is a skip. I just gotta be sure I land it. So Laura's gonna die a lot here. Apologies, I'd make an edgy joke here, but I'm not going to. God, that is such a good skip. Because forget, I don't have to climb up to, I don't have to deal with the crates. I don't have to deal with, you know, going down and such. At least I hope I don't. I got 400 bullets in this thing. Why the hell not? After all, why not? Why shouldn't I go? Oh, there you are. They were probably there like, wait, what do you mean she's here already? Dude, we weren't ready. Dude, we weren't ready. Okay, so. I know I need to get to the back, so I need to raise the curtains. To do that, I need a fuse. Now, do I recall where that fuse is? Not really. I don't think it's in the... Wait, no. Is there a key in the dressing room? Or is there a secret in the dressing room? I don't remember. There's a key there. Sadly, I'm going to lose what? What am I going to lose? Oh, you mean the Uzis, right? Yeah. No, I get you. I mean, all the more reason, right? You know, all... Bro! That was beyond uncalled for. That was very, how you say, not cool, bro. Okay, is there water at the bottom of this? There is. But I can just do that. Because I'm pretty sure... Where'd the dog go? Wait, no, this is a dressing room. I don't... Okay, you know what? I'm going to save here. Just in case. We are min-maxing in terms of, like... everything, basically. Yeah, so we got this crate. Yeah, because we got to get the door open for the second thing. Also, I remember this scared me. This bit. Okay, there's a key here. Good. Okay, so it is important for me to be here. I didn't like this bit when I was younger. This game made me scared of fans. This fucking game, gave me underwater largeness phobia. And if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like phasmophobia. Nah, I ain't witnessing that. it's kind of like phasalophobia. I mean, I do have phasalophobia, but underwater largeness phobia, sort of like an offshoot, I guess is the word for it. I'm terrified of large objects under the water, artificial and biological. You know, so it's like if say for example I am near a large ship, it is turned off, it has no fuel, it cannot, if it wanted to move it could not outside of the aid of a tug, I am still terrified of that propeller. I am scared shitless of the propeller. It doesn't matter that ship cannot move, like, or the propeller is hanging on by a thread kind of deal. There is no way that propeller can start moving. Guess what? I'm gonna be I'm terrified of it. I'm terrified because in my head it could start. It could start. And when it starts, it will suck me in and rip me to pieces. I understand that would not happen. That would only happen if I were to, you know, say, get unlucky and were to fall overboard, you know, while on a cruise ship. But even when there is tons of logic behind it, my natural response is fear. I do not want to be within 100 miles of that. And that's unfortunate, because in England, you are no more than 20 miles away from the beach. It doesn't matter where in the UK you are always around 20 miles away from a beach. I hate the ocean. I hate it so much. I hate the things that are in the ocean. I hate the things that we make to put in the ocean. I hate the ocean so much. And yet this is my favorite Tomb Raider game, where 3 of the levels take place in the ocean. Figure out that logic. I'm not. Okay. So this key again. The ornate key. Pretty sure that's back in the main area. Probably those doors. The good old Reaper of Light. Those were terrifying. This one I'm 99.9% certain I have mentioned before. I'm concerned for Subnautica 2 just because of all the stuff that's been going on with it. I'm very concerned. Because the main brainchilds behind it have been ousted. It seems like their publishers has been doing scummy business practices. Now, don't get me wrong, there's 2 sides to every story. You know, they're saying that that they kind of, I guess, gave up. Not gave up per se, not in that sense, but you know what I mean when I say that. Like they didn't put a lot of effort. I probably did. I repeat myself a lot. It is very common for me to repeat myself and say, you know, the same thing over and 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 over again. I know, what's the point in this? I'm guessing it's to... Oh, no, I know what the point in this. It's to open that again so that I can climb up here and go from there. Ugh. Yawn. Yeah, so... That's not what I want. That's not what I want, what I really, really want. Right, yes, I need the fuse. This is what the fuse is for. Oh, this is where the fuse is. So I've missed a step. God. Damn it. Okay, I think I know what the step is that I missed. I think, I'm fairly sure I was on the right path. I think I need to fall down. So, you know, I guess it's time that we go, No, it wasn't. I'm missing something. It's the lift. It's a lift. There is a lift. There is a lift. The lift here, but I don't know how to activate it. Okay, I got an idea. So, this looks like it opens. There is no lever. Okay, I've missed a step. So we are going to reload. We're going to do this. So I need to grab the fuse. I don't recall where the fuse is. That is the problem here. I know what I need. I don't recall where because I don't really recall where things are in the opera house. This is one of the harder levels, after all. And there's nothing here. Nothing there. It doesn't feel like we've been making good progress, if I'm honest with you. I'm pretty sure I have been hitting the averages that I need, but it also doesn't feel... I don't know. I'm not super confident in how this is going. I'm probably over-imagining. But there's definitely something I've missed. Maybe I have to go... Oh! Well, that's an interesting interaction. Back here again. I know behind me there's a secret. Don't care for the secret. I don't know why, but I'm starting to get... I'm starting to feel a bit tense. What level is this now? Level 4? So we're just about a sixth of the way there. I think what I'll do is I will... Oh, maybe that's why I was feeling tense, because I had a yawn coming. Maybe. I think what we'll do is we'll finish off the game, or we'll finish off the stream, I should say, by completing this level. It is about the same time that I normally stream for. I know you just spaced through the window, bud. You know what? I didn't die. That's the thing I was worried about the most there. You know what? Just so I don't have to do this for the 18th time. Save. Okay, so I'm going to make a educated guess that maybe what I'm missing is over here. Yes. Yes, it is. I can already tell. There is this switch here, which probably opens the... Oh no, it opens it up a bit. Hey guys. There we go. Wait, why does it feel like I'm missing something? I think I've screwed something up here. What did I screw up? I don't think I've actually... No, wait, no, I'm pretty sure I know what it is that I gotta do. Yep, here we go. Any members of Stars? I mean, it's gotta be Barry Burton. It's gotta be Barry. And as for the reason why, I mean... that's the thing, like, he's clearly been in Stars far longer than Jill or Chris. He has dealt with shit. Like, yeah, I think it would be Barry purely because of his veterancy. But the thing is with, like, you know, special forces and such, which Stars is, is that it's just... You need to know what you're doing. To get around that long. Okay, so I think what I need to do is I need to find a switch. It's either I need to find a switch, or I need to find the fuse. One of the two. I will go for either, if I'm honest with you. Oh, that's... Don't care about you. Flare. I knew it! She opens that door. And I know that door's not a secret, because I know where the Jade Dragon is. I know where the Stone Dragon is. So that ain't a secret. That is where I need to go. Oh. And the fuse box for the fingy thing, the fingy fang, the funky fang, the Funky Kong mode, starring Funky from Funky Kong, and Dante from Devil May Cry, and Knuckles, and Knuckles, and Knuckles, and Knuckles, and Knuckles, and Knuckles, and Knuckles. Okay, buddy. Yeah, speaking of Donkey Kong, I've never played a Donkey Kong game. Correction, I played a Donkey Kong game. I played Donkey Kong Country. Like once. For like 5 minutes. I haven't actually played a whole lot of Nintendo's games. Or if I have, they were years and years ago. Let me see. Mario, my first Mario game I ever played was, if you don't include the spin-offs, were like, you know, Strikers and Tennis and all that stuff. Otherwise, it'd be Mario Strikers Charged. The first one that I ever played was Super Mario Galaxy, which can I go on a little bit of a... am I allowed to go on a bit of a rant? Can I go on another rant this time about Nintendo? What the fuck's up with them right now? $70 for Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
No.
Okay, here. I know it's my channel, but like, I don't want to inconvenience people by being like, oh boy, here he goes, and yapping on again, nattering on. You know, why don't you shut the fuck up? But what on earth is Nintendo doing? Where do they get off on charging $70 for a bundle containing Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2? Because here's the thing. You could have gotten Super Mario Galaxy. You could have gotten it with the, what was it? The 35th anniversary? Yo, the one that had Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, I'm pretty sure Super Mario Galaxy. You could have gotten that for like 30, but then they decided, oh no, actually, we're gonna, I don't know where to go. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I put the relay blocks in. How long? 20 minutes. Shit, we're already breaking into the buffer. Where does the relay box go into? Think. You've played this before. You've played this game a lot before. Oh, I'm dead. But I think I might have found potentially where the relay box goes. I think it's in there. Sorry, I got itchy ear. But the other part as well, like, where do they get off? Where do they get the nerve, the absolute fucking gall to say, hey, you remember the Virtual Boy? Arguably our worst console that we have ever made. It was so stupid that we made it. Hey, we're bringing the games to the Nintendo Online and Expansion Pass. Isn't that great? You want to know the best part? Pay us $100 for a peripheral, otherwise you cannot play it. The actual fuck, or pay, what was it, 25 quid or 25 bucks for cardboard. 25 bucks for cardboard in order to play the games from our shittiest game console ever. It's like like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I ain't never gonna play a Virtual Boy title. I don't give a shit. It's funny, it's like, oh yes, we're releasing these games, and I'm just sitting there like, those 14 games, huh? Oh, you mean the entire library of the Virtual Boy? The Virtual Boy only had 14 games released in its entire lifetime. 14. 1-4. Speaking of that with ZA, from what I've heard, they are making it so that if you transfer your Pokemon from the prior games to ZA, you will no longer be able to... What was the point in this? There was no point in this. You won't be able to retransfer them over. Like, they become locked. So if you had like a level 100 Mega Ray, like, I saw a joke of someone being like, showing like, oh yeah, that one guy who missed the transfer with their level 100 raid Amaral. I think that's what the Pokemon was called. Okay, you know what? We're gonna, because we've wasted so much time, we're gonna save here. Because I need to figure out where the relay box goes. I mean, I know where the relay box goes. I just don't know how to put it in. And then there was the other whole thing. Like, you guys remember when they're like, "Hey, we understand how much you all love Breath of the Wild. We understand. You can transfer into the game, but not, yeah. Once you was transferred, that is it. Once you're transferred, you can't. You have a Pokemon that you really liked. Oh, well, now you've got a conundrum here. You can either transfer it into ZA and then never be able to put it into your old game. So if ZA turns out to be a pile of crap, well, I'm sorry. Looks like you shit out of luck there, mister. Or you don't, and then it's like, oh yeah, that Pokemon you really loved. Have fun keeping it in that one game. No, but like you can't transfer your Pokemon. Yeah, that's what I'm meaning there. So like, So like, let's see, you got one from Sword and Shield. Yeah, so it's like Sword and Shield. Like you move, transfer a Pokemon from Sword and Shield into ZA. You decide, actually no, I want it back in Sword and Shield. You've transferred it over. You can't. No take backsies. No take backs. I would assume, unfortunately, when you're talking Pokemon to me, I'm not gonna lie, you're talking to a guy that gave up on Pokemon back in Gen 3, Pokemon Sapphire. I never actually beat the Elite Four in Sapphire. That gives you an idea of like how much I didn't like the changes in Sapphire. Yes, that is what I was meant to do. Yeah, I played, what's it? Gen 1, Blue. I got Pokemon Yellow. I got Pokemon Gold. I got Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal. Couldn't actually complete that one because it freezes during Gym 7. And I got Pokemon Sapphire. And I never got a Pokemon game afterwards. Because I didn't like the natures. I didn't like the fact that some Pokemon had abilities which were just either like really good or really useless. Looking at you, Slacking. With your can only attack every other turn. And I also didn't like the fact that I couldn't get any of the original Pokemon. Any of the 251. I didn't like that. I know of Pokemon Infinite Fusion. I've seen Alpharad clips of that. Oh god, what's the Infinite Fusion of Gardevoir and Lopunny gonna be? Are they gonna do a funny, or are they just gonna go pure degenerate? To be honest with you, I'm honestly surprised half of the games haven't been getting a court order. Now, at the same time, I don't really blame Nintendo for doing that. Like, here's the thing. Again, not legal advice. Copyright is interesting. It's because the thing is, with copyright, I think it's actually the case with copyright that you need to show that you are still trying to protect your copyright, because if you are shown as being complacent in that, then you could potentially lose the copyright. I think that was the thing. It's like if you're not doing the thing properly, you could actually lose copyright if you don't make efforts to protect your IP. I think I could be wrong on that one, That's the thing that I heard the most, that they have to protect their IP, especially if the thing that it involves is potentially illegal. Oh yeah, no, we went on a long tangent about this like an hour ago. So the wording on it is very specific. So it actually is technically in the method, it's only referring to Pokemon ZA. Like, it's worded in that way. A lot of channels that have been like covering this have it sounds like they've basically just been looking at the overview and essentially making assumptions. Now, there is... I'll cliff notes this, because I'm not going to go on another hour-long tangent on this. But from what it seems like, from the stuff that I've read, I haven't looked at the pan. I really should, like, in case there's any future discussions like this, I really should look at the pattern, like, actually have a read of it and see specifically what it says. But from the stuff that I've heard, it's been saying things in a very specific way that would only apply to Pokemon ZA. However, it has a very real chance that it could be that Nintendo could either alter or just a nuisance court case, essentially, companies for patent infringement. The main thing is that, because they basically, it sounds like they made it sound like where it's like from a digital storage device, which is what they typically call the Pokeball. They typically say the Pokeball is like a digital storage device, kind of. Like, obviously not exactly, but you know what I mean. Like, they're basically saying it in a way that would match this, because it seems, and I wouldn't put it past them. Oh wait, no, that's got no bullets in it. It seems like the main purpose of the pattern is purely to try and get one up on Power World. Hey, look, guys! We got a grenade launcher! Oh, joyous day! This is gonna be fantastic for us, right? Oh, man! I can't wait to, continue going through and getting all this stuff. Oh, look at that! There's an enemy! Well, why don't we grenade launcher him? Because it's funny. See, wasn't that hilarious? Wasn't that a hoot? I don't actually recall where I need to go to, Oh, right, over there. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, no, it's clearly, like, the way the pan is worded, it's clearly aiming specifically at Power World. Now, that's not to say that, the worry about what they're doing isn't warranted. It's plenty warranted. There is a potential that they could start going for other companies, because it's saying like summoning friends. Okay, Shin Megami Tensei and Persona, you make friends and then you summon them. Like, are they gonna be that picky? They could be if they start to get a hate boner for Persona or Diablo or anything. But we don't know. But it's a very genuine worry. But right now, as it currently is, it's nothing really to worry about unless you're a really big fan of Power World, because obviously this is more ammo that they can throw at Power World, because they really hate Power World, because, God forbid, Pokemon has some competition, am I right? Okay. 29 minutes. Yeah, well, I was referring more to Shin Megami Tensei, because I know with that one, you can befriend the enemies, like you can just talk to them, and I'm pretty sure you can summon them. I've never played Shin Megami Tensei, so I could be wrong on that. But here we are, at Oil Rig, level 5, and I've been streaming for 2 hours and 15 minutes, so I think I'm going to call it good. But hey, look, I got no guns. Yeah, Digimon, Battle.net. I'm gonna keep this running so we can keep rambling. But yeah, no, like Digimon could potentially be at risk because it's sort of, the wording does sort of match. And yeah, so there is a genuine, like, the worry is genuine, but the worry is genuine and legitimate, but it's also a little bit overblown. Right now, it is currently put in a way that it would really only apply to their own game. It's kind of like I mentioned before. It's kind of like Tears of the Kingdom mentioned, oh, we're patenting making your own thing and riding it. Well, Garry's Mod has done that for years. From what I recall, the only Nintendo legal thing that Garry's Mod ever got was just copyright infringement for, you know, people porting over Mario titles, which, fair enough. They haven't turned around and said you need to remove your ability to create things and ride atop of them. Probably because it's not really something that can be done for patent infringement. Also, because here's the thing as well. I don't think you can retroactively sue for patents. So it's like, I've done this patent in the past, you made this, I'm suing you for patent infringement. I don't know if you can do that, which does kind of mean that they won't be able to use the patent in the Power World thing. If that's the case, again, not legal advice, not a lawyer, don't have a clue how patent law works. So it could be the case, but I don't know. Honestly, I should be reading more into topics like this. It is not worth to go into something uninformed, especially if it's something that seems big. So I'm genuinely probably, after this stream, gonna look into Nintendo's patent, and then look to see if there is a patent, like if the patent's been raised, if you can retroactively sue somebody for patent infringement. I really don't think you can, because that seems honestly ridiculous. But some things in the world are utterly ridiculous, so there is a chance. I will look into it, and then, you know, next time when we come back here, I'll be able to start off by saying, well, I had a look at this pad, and now I can say with much more information. You know, I gotta thank Josh Stripe Hayes for that, for like that mindset, because I respect the man. I am very envious of his abilities. But like one of the things he's shown is that, you know, it's, while yes, doing so, you know, making things based on emotion and knee-jerk reaction that'll get you the views, it doesn't give you integrity. And having that integrity, I feel is important as for you being as an individual, and important in terms of the discussion. Because if we go by everything that's emotional wise, everything's going to be a dumpster fire. I don't think I need to mention much on recent events to show what that, you know, can be in regards to if you just use, you know, like knee-jerk emotional reactions. I'm not going to go into details about, you know, politics and world events like that. I'm just a guy that loves to play video games, all right? I like to stick with my topics. Yeah, patents is a little bit away, but it's patents in regards to a video game. I'm happy to talk about that. Not really real world things. I don't think people come to this stream, like they come to the stream to hear my opinion, but I don't think they want to hear me talking about the shitstorm that is the world right now. They just want to, you know, have someone give their opinions, play and enjoy games, talk, and if their throat gets shut out because I need to take a drink before I continue. Good water. So I'm definitely not, I'm not going to go into that stuff, but I've picked up a lot from Just Drive Haze, and definitely a good part of it is to look at what you're talking about, you know, look at it properly, make your own opinion, sure, but don't just go with the emotional knee-jerk reaction, because it doesn't help anybody if you do an emotional knee-jerk reaction. It just, that's what a lot of the drama, the internet drama, you see what happens. It's just knee-jerk reactions based on their emotions rather than, you know, looking at it seriously, you know, reading up, doing your research, and coming back with, you know, the facts and saying things from, it can be from a opposing opinion, sure, but being, you know, an educated opinion, either due to studying it or, you know, reading up on the details. So yeah, no, I will have a look at that patent Nintendo did. I'll look at, you know, some videos of people who know more about patents, and, you know, are more knowledgeable about this. And then, you know, the next time I stream, which will probably be sometime in the week, because I say I want to try and get affiliate on Twitch, and so I do need to still keep up on other criteria of streaming a certain number of hours in 30 days and streaming a number of days. Doing streams every Sunday will not cut it. I would need to stream like maybe 2-3 times a week, which I'm fine with. I've got no problem doing that. I enjoy streaming. I like this. This is fun. Would I do it as a job? You know, honestly, maybe. Maybe a side hustle, definitely. A full-time job, maybe. But I like to say my opinion, and I will accept that my opinions could be wrong. They're almost certainly wrong. But that's kind of why I've sort of, because of Just Drive Haze, I will continue to sing that man's praises. The man is phenomenal. If you haven't seen his stuff, he makes the worst MMO evers, and was it any good? In fact, he did a Was It Any Good for Tomb Raider 1 and 2, and I believe he's going to be doing Tomb Raider 3 at some point, which he is terrified of. Good reason to. Tomb Raider 3 is difficult. In fact, he's inspired me to sort of really look at like doing reviews and talking about games and such. I'm actually writing in regards to like the 20 years I've been playing MMOs. I am getting off track here. I am sorry. But yeah, I'm going to look into it so that next time I stream this, I can say, okay, I have looked at the patent that Nintendo has raised. I have read it page to page. I have pondered about it. I have looked at videos of, you know, patent lawyers and everything, and read up on a few things. So now I can say, based on this, that this is what it means with quite a degree of confidence, and this is my opinion of it. I don't think my opinion is going to change, but at least my opinion will be backed up by the fact that I have looked into it. But that is for next time. I am going to call it good for now. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I do enjoy a good ramble. I do love just spouting words non-stop. It is... I like it. I like to say my thoughts. But until then, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye!